Okay, it's activated. And now, for example, let's use up a few weapons. Cool. Let's sit down and let's craft. And oh my goodness, we actually gained shards. Good day, today I'm going to be using cheat engine on the Whole Night Silksong, and today I'm just going to show you how to increase shards, because damn, it's annoying because you need to go and refill it or use some sort of beast shard to refill it or break this statue. But I want to collect beast shards. I want to keep the statue, you know. I don't wanna really waste them. I can use so many weapons until I need to rest on the bench to craft them again and stuff. So I mean, beast shards, I mean those shards, those stuff, and just kinda limiting. I don't know, that's my opinion. Still, anyways, I mean it limits you to only using weapons for bosses and stuff, and bosses really do drain your shards if you on the boss for an hour, for example. Anyways, how to increase shards, and yes, it's pretty simple. I mean, I need to get some shards. Bye bye beast shard. So I have 140 shards. Let's turn on the cheat engine. By this long button, let's connect the cheat engine. No. Okay, and I have 140. Let's scan for 140. First scan. There we go. Let's gain some more shards. Of course, you can gain shards by killing, not by destroying shard bundles and stuff. But, you know, I can, so I'm gonna do it. 220. Okay, let's destroy once again. And did you saw those values that changed first? It was this one, and this one. These two ticked, like went one by one up until the 300, and I mean, those two are echo values. They represent, they mirror, they mimic the actual values. Usually for animations, like smooth transition for those shards to like move up smoothly. So yeah, they are for animation or just representative values. So yeah, we got the actual core value. One of these is the actual core value, so let's actually now check which one it is. This one will be 400. This one will be 500. And this will not change. So let's now gain 80 shards. You don't need to use shard bundles. You can actually go and kill someone. But I have shard bundles and it's an extra save, so I don't care. You know. So yeah, there we go. The actual value was 400. Which one was 400? Wait, which one was 400? Wait, hold on. This one, right? Alright, let's lock it. If you lock it, the shard amount, like the amount, will not change. Let's break another one. Yes, there we go. It's the top one. It just can't change. It just can't change. I just destroyed 2 shards and it's still the same. I mean, these values show a lot higher number, but it did not change. I mean, let's be honest. Let's delete these 2, and this is the actual amount, and you can actually just change the value into whatever you want. You would have that amount of shards, but you know, for example, let's go on the bench and let's use some. There we go. I used some. This is nice. I used them. Okay, let's actually try and gain some. It did not change. Okay, what the hell? Okay, so I mean it just works. It just works. I assumed that it would like dig down, like it changed. Give me a moment. There we go. There we go. I gained a shard normally, and it changed back into default max shard amount. Yeah, this is a problem. But basically, I mean, you can actually just simply increase the amount and just, you know, craft all your weapons if that's what you want. But if you want more permanent solution, like a script that you can activate anytime, you don't need to scan for these shards ever again. You just need to activate the script and it would fill up your shards up to the max. Well, for that solution, we just need to right click, this value and press find out what writes to this address or F6. Yes, attach the debugger. This box will catch an instruction, a code, something that keeps on updating our value, that, you know, destroyed our max amount of shards, that destroyed our, not max amount, but our big amount of shards, like something that keeps out at max, like something that reduces their shard amount, anything at all like that. So I would say the best code to catch, because there is a lot of code. For example, if I were to break this, I gain nothing. Okay, let's turn it into 500 because I was at max. Okay, let's break the hornet statue. That's a code that, you know, represents like, okay, you broken like a statue, or like use the shard bundle. This is the code that works, that updates the value, that adds stuff. Okay, let's catch that one. I know there's one. There's a one over there, right here. There we go. There we go. I need a shard. One is good enough. Ah, it's the same code. Interesting. So if you have the max, the bundles and statues do nothing. Broken. I mean, okay. Okay, I see. Okay, so now let's actually lose some shards by crafting. There we go. We actually lost a few shards by crafting. This code writes when we use up shards. Now I would say let's edit this code, because this code actually might be the most useful for us. So this code writes. Let's select it and let's press show disassembler. Now in here, let's press tools and press auto assemble or control A. Now go to template, AOB injection or shift control A. Okay. Spam letters to make it unique. Okay. Or name it if you want. I mean, whatever. And beyond the blue and red, beyond blue and red, there's my code. This is the code. Okay, and this simply says move into this value. So basically it would replace this value with this value. These are just, you know, these are addresses. So yeah, it would replace this value with this value, and we can actually just up until the comma delete this and type whatever number we want. So I know I have 700, but I can actually always type more, or just the max. I can actually type hashtag, which would actually, because if you were to type values normally, it would first of all convert them into hexadecimals and then into a normal decimal, so it would be a higher number. For like exact decimals, we need to actually first of all add the hashtag and do 700. Now you don't have to do this at all. Like, you can actually just spam numbers if you want. Don't do too much, but you can spam numbers if you want. I'm just doing this for the beauty of it. And now I can actually press files, assign to currency table, close this, and close that. My goodness, close that. Okay, close this, because our script is right over here. It just went right here, and now we can actually, of course, press it and edit if you want. Okay, but I can actually activate it. Give it a moment. Okay, it's activated, and now, for example, let's use up a few weapons. Cool. Let's sit down and let's craft. And oh my goodness, we actually gained shard. And you can actually, you know, rename the script as shards, for example. This one can be deleted because once you relaunch the game, this will be lost, forgotten. And you can actually save this script by pressing this button and just save it. And just when you relaunch the game, don't forget to connect Of course, once the game gets an update, your scripts might not work anymore and you would need to recreate them once again. And just activate the script, but maybe first of all lose or gain a few shards. It might not connect the first time, you know, it's just how it is with codes and stuff. So yeah, this was Hollow Knight, Silksong, Shard Hack. That is all. Thanks for watching.